What up, good people? I'm your host, Mr. Unleashed, and today is a good day. Yes, because we finally got some information from Halloween the game. No, it's not about Michael Myers, but we did get some information about the heroes of Haddonfield. I called in my last video that they need to do something to lead into Halloween the game. We needed more insight on certain things, and heroes was one of them. And lo and behold, we got it. So this video, we're gonna go over the heroes in some of their background for the game. Starting with Thomas Armitage. No one quite loves Haddonfield like our star college football player. Pause right there. This reminds me of Leland from Texas Chainsaw Massacre the game. He was a football player. So we can imagine that Thomas will be of the athletic build, more of the toughness route, not the quiet one, but definitely somebody that's going to help other heroes on the map. Continuing on. At 21, you would think that party would dominate his social life. But this dedicated athlete elects to return home every weekend to spend quality time with his little sister, visit close friends, and help out at his dad's furniture business. His positive attitude solidifies Thomas' role as a courageous leader on and off the football field. While some might confuse his confidence with arrogance, Thomas is the type of guy who talks the talk and walks the walk. Moving on to Jennifer Aarons. Jennifer Aarons is always prepared. She has a distinct vision for her future, and that's why she's spending a few gap years working at the local bookstore to save money to pay for a college education. Quiet, kind, and demonstrably type A, she plans to leave the claustrophobic town of Haddonfield behind to pursue grander aspirations. Her overbearing mother would love for her to simply stay home, meet a nice guy, and settle down. But that's far from what Jenny wants. Though her extended academic sabbatical has led to a slight erosion in Jennifer's fastidious shell, courtesy of her new foray into Haddonfield nightlife. Jennifer might be like Connie, able to get around the map, probably can't take too many hits from Michael Myers, we don't know. Moving on to Tanya Harrison. At the center of Haddonfield's social scene is none other than Tanya Harrison. Much like Thomas, she loves Haddonfield and the people in this town. Her carefree and exuberant personality makes her the go-to person to ask about what's hip, happening, and worth listening to. Tanya was once offered a job by Mr. Strode because he thought she'd be an outstanding fit to work at Strode Reality. But she turned down the opportunity in favor of a position at the local record store. Underneath that bubbly exterior, Tanya's charming, dark sense of humor helps her get along with just about everyone in town. Now, if you recall, they said that you must convince residents that Michael Myers is killing people in the town. It probably takes some time to convince one of the residents to actually leave their house and go with you. Tanya might be the quickest person to get that done. Just keep that in mind. Next is Rachel Callahan. Rachel Callahan couldn't be more displeased with hanging out with people. In fact, she may even prefer the company of the dead. At night, her morbid curiosities are explored through funeral service education courses she attends in hopes of becoming a mortician, enjoying the family business. Fascinated by death and the unknown, her free time is spent hanging out with a small group of people in Haddonfield who frequent the occult section of the local bookstore. A lover of punk music and sarcasm, Rachel has a hard time letting people see her vulnerable side. But despite her general distaste for humanity, she does keep folks with similar interests and hobbies around, which should prove helpful on Halloween night. Again, going back towards trying to convince people to come with you and leave their house, Rachel Callahan seemed like she'd be on the opposite side of that spectrum. So it might be a little bit difficult for residents to believe her and go with her due to her personality. Lastly is Marcus Navarro. There are few things Marcus Navarro enjoys more than firing up his bike and hitting the open road. He was born and raised in Haddonfield, but spent a long stretch of time away to live with his father after his parents' divorce. His independence and nomadic lifestyle are alluring to the residents of the small town, who find themselves captivated by his brooding, lone wolf nature. While he typically prefers solitude, he does enjoy riding over to the Rabbit and Red Lounge to grab drinks and play pool with Castle Hill Rooks. Much like Jennifer, Marcus has fundamental problems with phony suburban facade of Haddonfield, but that won't stop him from protecting the people he cares about, like his grandmother Gloria. Marcus seemed like he wouldn't have much of a hard time as Rachel to convince people to go with him to safety. So he might be another good character to use in the game if you are looking to speed run these residents in order to get them to safety. Down here we have a good picture of all the heroes of Haddonfield. If you listen to Weezy F Mamba, he went to Facebook and found that the developers hinted at more characters may be coming to the game to be playable against Michael Myers. Down here, they did say something interesting. The civilians of Haddonfield are one of the many elements Halloween will leverage to create an immersive horror sandbox. We're excited to begin offering players glimpses into the unique personalities and traits of our brand new cast of heroes in Halloween, and look forward to sharing more about their involvement in the single player and multiplayer components of the game. So, with that being said, I'm pretty sure we will get more details about their personalities and traits and their abilities that they bring to the game. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe to keep up with Halloween the game for these future updates. Welcome to Mr. Unleashed World.